So you have to, like, be empathetic towards the people that are hating. Be like, well, that would really suck to be, like, spending all of your time, like, hating on somebody. When, like, imagine the outcome if you just, like, spend your time, like, loving people. Like, when I even think about, like, people that I get to interact with online, like you guys and some of my amazing fan accounts like Lexi Woodworld and Hell Yeah Lexi and Adore Lexi W and like all of them. I just love it so much because I'm able to like connect with people and we're just like nice to each other. It's not even like we're just genuinely nice to each other. Like if I know they're doing exams, I'll be like, good luck on your exams, just because being nice is so much better than being nasty. So yeah, I just never really let haters get to me. And I will say, I think like being bullied in school, as much as it was like really awful in the moment, I feel like it really, really prepared me for like life in general. Like I feel like I have such a tougher skin, and I also feel like I'm so much more empathetic, where I can switch it and be like, you know what, like I'm just gonna send them like love and light.
And
because,
happy
like,
people don't hurt people, only hurt people. So you just need to be like, what are they going through that they need to lash out to a random person on the internet or anywhere in a store.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And you just...
Well, and especially internet stuff. I mean, it's very rare the stuff that, you know, keyboard warriors say.
Yeah, nobody would walk up to you in the street and be like, you're
My
ugly.
mom
Yeah, like,
always
oh my
says
gosh,
that.
you have ugly hair.
Yeah.
Like, who would ever do that?
My
Nobody.
mom always says that because obviously I'm still a human being. Like some days I'm like, oh, that one hit. And so some days my mom's like, but nobody would actually say that. She's like, could you imagine somebody walking up to you and being like, I hate you?
Or like you're sitting
I don't know you, but I hate you.
Yeah, you're sitting at Starbucks and you're just having your coffee or whatever, and somebody leans over and says, "You're ugly, bitch."
Yeah.
Like, that's not. You know,
People don't act like that.
No. So you honestly just have to send like people love and light and be like,
If they wouldn't do it in real life, then it's not real life.
exactly.
exactly. I really admire your work. Thank you. Sorry guys, my phone is like
Somebody says,
lighting.
any advice for people who lost interest in everything and feel stuck now?
Honestly, I feel like once again everybody kind of did that. Like I was losing interest in things, and like I was like, oh, I'm doing the same thing every single day. Like I just wasn't like fulfilled and inspired. So I completely understand that feeling. I feel like you just have to like set yourself a schedule and be like, okay, I'm getting up and I'm doing this today. Even if it's just one thing, just start small and be like, okay, I'm going to, even if it's like working out, just be like, okay, I'm gonna like get up and work out today. And that's the only thing that I'm gonna put on my agenda. And then the next day be like, okay, I'm gonna get up, work out, and draw if you're into drawing. And then just like slowly build a schedule, and then you'll just like everything will just get fired back up. But give yourself patience. I feel like everybody is kind of slowly going through the motions right now.
I always say you might not always have inspiration, but if you have dedication and what's the other word I'm looking for?
Dedication and inspiration. No.
Stamina.
Yeah, like it will come to you.
I
You
think
just have to keep
schedule is a
working at
really
it.
good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just pushing yourself to get
Every
out of
day.
bed and, you know.
And like start small. Like for me, like my sister's more the type of person where like she could just like do it all. Like she'll just be like, okay, like one day she'll be doing nothing, then the next day she's like, I'm doing everything. I'm not like that. I'm like, I need to ease myself into it. I need to like be like, okay, today I'm just gonna do one thing, and then like just work up to that. Even if it only takes like a couple days for me to work up to like a full schedule again. I think that you just have to be patient with yourself and just push yourself as much as you can, because I think pushing yourself is so important. But just be patient and kind to yourself is the number one thing.
Somebody said, what's your opinion on ghosting? The guy I like never replies. That is such a good topic.
So we actually all have different opinions on ghosting.
Wait, did we do a podcast episode about this?
Ghosting?
Yeah. It's like really ringing a bell.
Yeah, I feel like we need to,
I feel like we should.
Wait, I feel like we really did.
No, I feel like we wrote it down. We
No, I
did.
feel like we talked about it.
we touched
Maybe
on it.
slightly. I think we touched on it, but we didn't do a whole epi.
Okay.
We should.
Oh.
Sorry.
That was attached to my eyebrow.
No, but we should.
Yeah, but let's just like
My opinion on ghosting, I think it's situation by situation. I think if a boy's ghosting you, like leave him. Like, ghost him right back, because, like, clearly maybe he
That
has a
old
significant
movie,
other.
He's just not that into you
is facts.
literally genius.
Mm-hmm. I also feel like sometimes guys or girls don't answer people because maybe they got into a relationship and it's just like a respect thing. You know what I mean? You never know circumstances. So I feel like if somebody's like, if you have tried like 2 times, just let them go. And if it's meant to be, like I said, it will be. You guys will find your way back.
When somebody shows you who they are,
Believe
the first
them.
time, believe them. So if they're ghosting you and if you want a relationship that you want the text back, you want a good texter,
That's not your person.
That's not your person.
No. But I will say, from personal experience, like 90% of the people who have ghosted always come back, and then you get to ghost them.
That's not
That's
good,
not
honey.
that's toxic. It's nice.
That's not good. Revenge
Don't listen to the
ghosting.
Scorpio. I'm
That's
like,
terrible.
she's like, do it back.
No, I'm just saying.
Revenge.
Whatever.
Don't listen to the Scorpio, guys. That was such bad advice.
I said from personal experience.
Okay. How was I bullied in school? I think, honestly, looking back, I'm like, I just lived a different life. I was always a very creative kid, and I feel like school, it was always like athletic and academic, and that was it. And so it, like, from my personal experience, there was no room for creative. And so I think they just didn't understand my life and like what I was chasing after.
And people don't like what they don't understand.
Exactly. Which in hindsight, I have a fluff. Which in hindsight, I understand. In the moment, it was like a lot to handle, because having that type of like being so lonely and like just everything, I feel like really affected me. But I have such an amazing support system with my family that I never really felt like a lack. And I mean, I work on that support system with my family. We make time for each other. We put each other first. We act like we're best friends and family. I think that's really important. So I never, thankfully I had an amazing support system at home, but like, it was like really rough for a while. And like, even to this day, like I'll still get DMs from people that like did bully me in school, and they'll be like, I'm really sorry. Like, when I look back and think about the things that I did to you, like that's unacceptable, and like I feel really shit. I answer every single time. Like, I'm like, if somebody can own, even if I have a bunch of DMs that day, I always try to go through, I always spend my time going through all of your guys' DMs and like really trying to like answer as many people as I can, and I always answer, and I'm like, you know what, I appreciate that. When somebody can own their shit, I think it's amazing. Let's see, next questions.
It's like lagging so much.
I know, my phone is like being weird. Sorry, guys. Lexi Woodworld, I love you. What lip color are you wearing? Okay, so I actually just got it. So I just like basically lined my lips with like Festival by Tarte. I do it all the time, like every single day. It's just like my thing. But Versed, they're a vegan like makeup and skincare company. I really love their products.
Tarte is vegan too, isn't it?
Yeah, Tarte's vegan as well. All of our makeup that we wear is vegan.
Yeah.
But they just sent me this, so I picked up a bunch of packages yesterday from my agency, and this was in it. It's called Silk Slip Tinted Lip Oil, and it is so nice. Like, it's so nice. It makes your lips like this like perfect berry color, and it's so like, it just feels good. I highly suggest you guys get it. It's made out of jojoba oil and vitamin E.
Somebody said, how do you drop toxic friends without drama?
Yeah, and then this one just said, how do you deal with the jealous friends?
We kind of talked about this yesterday on our podcast.
the other day.
Is it not Wednesday? Guys, I'm a day.
Look up 6 and 9 podcast on Instagram, and then there's a link in the bio. We did a whole podcast episode about friendship breakups and some of the reasons that we have lost friends friends that we've reconnected with. We did like a whole friendship thing. There's some good stories in there and some good advice.
Yeah.
At 6 and 9 podcast.
What's my favorite at 6 and 9 podcast? What's my favorite spots to hang out in Toronto or vegan restaurants to eat at? Did Globally Local officially change like everything?
I don't know if they did or not yet, but
okay.
It's either
So we love Globally Local.
It's like a great fast food.
It's such a good vegan fast food place.
McDonald's type thing, but it's all vegan.
Yeah. And then what was that other place that we went to all the time?
I want to type Hogtown Vegan.
Hogtown Vegan is amazing.
Sorry, somebody just said this is one for your mom. But do you think there is a trick to raising two daughters who love on each other instead of compete? That's such a great question.
Can you put that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. If you have two girls, the best way to, you just raise them differently because they're different people.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're encouraging and what am I trying to say?
Encouraging both of us to be, be different. Tiffany
You're
and I are
different.
so different.
Yeah.
And you always respected that about
Yeah.
us. And
So
so we
I always
innately respected it about each other.
Exactly.
That's
I always
funny.
encouraged you guys to be authentically yourselves, encouraged you and supported you to do those things, and didn't try to say, okay, you do this, you do that. Like, I don't know why I'm stuttering over my words.
I have been to the last couple days.
But me and Lex are literally complete opposites. Everybody assumes that we're like so much alike. We literally could not be more different. Like every single thing is different.
So could you imagine if I was like, Lex, you should be writing more like your sister, or
No.
you know what I mean? Then there would be this innate competition, you know. But just basically encourage individuality.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, Tiffany and I are so different. It's like shocking. And it's so funny because everybody's like, oh, you and Tiff are like so alike, blah, blah. And we're like, sometimes we look at each other and we're like, oh my God, like we could not be more opposite. Like with everything, like how we deal with things, how we conduct business, like literally from point A to point fucking Z. We're different. But I think that we both respect each other so much and we both learn from each other.
And our differences complement each other a lot.
Yeah.
And
So
we balance each other out.
yeah, like where I'm weak, she's strong, and where she's weak, I'm strong.
Mm-hmm.
So we're honestly just a great team. And we always say that we would pick each other to be best friends, even if we weren't siblings. Like if I met this bitch at a bar, or like out on the street shopping at the flea market, I would be like,
And also just
Same.
teaching you guys respect no matter what.
Yeah.
Even when your opinions differ, or even it's just like you always have to respect each other.
yeah, and like I feel like we respect each other's opinions, even if they're different, in the way of like, it's like I can understand that that's your opinion because of how you live life, but this is my opinion because of how I live life and my feelings and my emotions.
So even if you
So-
guys were similar and there was like a competitive edge, if you have that respect from the get-go,
doesn't even matter.
then there is no...
Yeah. Have we ever been competitive in like anything?
No, I
don't
don't think
think.
so.
Like never.
Even our taste is completely opposite. Like guys that we don't even like the same guy, like nothing.
No. Thanks, you like my t-shirt? Is there any more? My biggest dream? I feel like I have a lot, but I guess like the end goal is just to be happy and kind of inspired and have a family and it's like kind of cold in my house, but it's so hot outside. I don't want to like turn off the air or anything because it's literally like 1,000 degrees outside.
There is.
What's the name? Yeah, but like it was turned on all morning. What's the name of the lip oil you just used? It is the Silk Slip Tinted Lip Oil by Versed. And I'm trying to think if this has a shade. I don't know what shade this one is. Oh, Blossom. It's right there. This is in shade Blossom. Come to Turkey. I would love to come to Turkey one day.
I've heard Turkey is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. I've heard that too.
Thank you so much.
Somebody asked about your hair dyed. Your hair
You
looks
guys, I dyed my front 2 pieces. Look how light they are. I feel like such a baddie. I feel like I finally fit in with my mom and sister.
different.
Even though I'm still brunette everywhere else.
You're funny.
I literally only dyed like my front 2 pieces, and it was like a month ago, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm rebelling." I've never even like plucked my eyebrows, which I'm honestly so thankful about, because one of my first agencies was like, "Never pluck your eyebrows," and I always wanted to, and I never did because I'm such like a rule follower, and I'm so glad I never did.
Somebody asked advice for women with flat chests.
With flat chests, like myself. Be sexy, be confident in that. I feel like the Lord and the universe, whatever you believe in, that built us and made us with no mistakes. And I feel like sexy and just like feeling your like feminine self doesn't matter what size your chest is, how small your waist is, how big your butt is. It really, none of that matters. What matters is like the energy that you just like exude. And I think that that's the most important thing. Like, feminine energy isn't from like what your body looks like. Feminine energy is from how you just flow through life in your own confidence and your own self-worth. So just know that you're literally a baddie. And it doesn't matter what size your cup is. It doesn't matter what size your butt is, or how much you weigh, or it just matters how cool and genuine and confident you are.
I saw a video. There's nobody sexier than Rihanna, and I saw a video of her this morning, and she said when she doesn't feel herself, she just pretends like she does, and then she feels better.
Yep.
She said the alternative is just crying about it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. Yep.
And
Just pretend.
There's been so many times where I'm like, oh, like I really wish that like I had bigger boobs or whatever, and then I'm like, you know what? No, I don't, because this is me, and like if I had huge boobs, I might look weird. I don't know.
Well, that bikini that you posted today, Lexi Woodworld just said there's like so many good things about having small boobs. That bikini you posted today, I would die to wear that bikini. I think it's the prettiest bikini I've ever seen, but my boobs could never. Like, they literally could never. It would flop out. I'd look like a freaking cow. You know? Think about that. You guys wear so much cuter stuff.
Somebody just
That's
asked if you and your sister have ever fought about a guy you were dating because she didn't like him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, and I feel like
She dated a literal evil person, and we all had a lot of issues.
But it was weird because originally you guys didn't have issues with him. He made up issues.
Yeah.
Like, he just like made up issues.
It was a
with
very
them.
complicated situation, but it was really, really, really hard for a while.
And I love even the worst people just because I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And
Yeah, and you're such a nurturer.
Yeah.
It was not.
No.
It was not good. But we made it through.
Yeah.
But, and again, it was, we made a lot of sacrifice and a lot of compromise, and just to support you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to make things
Made
work.
sure that you were, you felt supported.
Yeah.
You tired, baby?
I'm so tired.
I'm really tired too.
Can I just say, somebody said your hair looks so good, and first of all, thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Second though, last night, I took like a steam, and my hair was in like a bun, and this is how it came out.
Oh, wow.
I was like,
Wow.
good for you, hair.
I could never.
I know. I was like, and it was in like a crazy bun.
I would look like
And I was like, well, I thought I was going to, because remember in Niagara, my hair was like,
Yeah.
freaking, it looked like my sister's hair.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I literally was like, my hair's gonna look crazy. And then it didn't. And I was like, Mama Wood should spell the secrets because she looks 20.
Oh, please.
I agree.
We're gonna do a Ask Mom, like a mom's advice episode on the podcast.
Yeah.
I think like maybe like episode 7. So get all of your questions ready for anything you want to ask A mom. Our mom.
A mom. Our mom. Shannon
Cassidy Wood.
Confidence is key. I completely agree.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother.
Brother.
Yeah, confidence is key, and I really feel like if everybody had confidence, I also feel like it's like I love having these conversations because I feel like I'm just like a regular human being. So I've gone through so many like ups and downs in life, just like you guys, and I feel like it's cool just to like connect with you guys and like converse with you guys and be like, yo, this was my experience and this is how I got through it, and like I've had my confidence super low sometimes, but I feel like I like grow and move through life and learn so much, and I love just being able to talk to you guys about it.
And then I just want to pop in and say we've only ever had issues with one person that Lexi's ever dated,
Yeah.
and like you guys have never had problems with anybody I've dated.
Nope.
No.
Like it was literally the one person. So
Yeah. One person
Yeah.
in all of these years.
Yeah.
we all got along with everyone.
Yeah, we do. I feel like we're like all very like we're just very like-minded people. We're very
We're
chill.
easy to please.
Yeah, we're not very bougie.
No.
We're just like normal. We're just like a super normal family, and we're just like, let's just have a good time together.
Somebody asked, does your dad ever feel left out with all the girls? Never.
Never.
No, he
My
loves
dad
it.
wanted more daughters, and he's like, oh, the boys will come. I'm not worried. I want more daughters.
Yeah.
How wild.
My mom was like, I'm not having more kids if you want more girls.
Yeah.
She only would have had more kids if they could
like,
guarantee a
If he
boy.
was like,
Not even guaranteed, but like if they were gonna try.
Yeah, he was
again
like,
for a boy.
I'd really like a boy
Yeah.
to try for a boy. But he was like, no, I'd love to have more girls.
I
I'm
want to
well,
have
you
like
got two.
5 girls.
Oh my god. I don't really care that
I don't
much.
really care either, but I would like to have a bunch of girls.
Do you guys get protective over each other?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, of course. I feel like I'm more protective over my family than I am about myself. Like I just like don't really give it. Like if anybody could say anything about me to me, and I'm like, oh, whatever. They don't really know me. I chalk it up to like, if the person is committed to not liking me, they're not gonna like me.
Dad
not
says
my problem.
girls rule.
Dad literally just said girls rule. Yeah, I feel like I just like chalk it up to like, my mom always says to me like, other people's opinion of me is not my problem.
Not your business.
Not my business. So I feel like with myself, I'm like the strongest person ever. I'm like, I don't really care. But if somebody comes at my sister, I'm like,
Yeah, I'm having
You
a
have something to
situation right now, and I'm scared my sister's gonna flip it.
no, I'm just protective over my people. I'm like fiercely loyal and like fiercely protective.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
all
we're
like
all
very,
very-
we're all very nice when it comes to ourselves, but we will,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's very difficult as a
Yeah.
mom to see some of the things that people say. I especially have a problem with, I don't care what people say about you, they don't like you or whatever. That's fine. But when people say
Like
things
face
that aren't
jobs and
true,
stuff, yeah.
that or they say that you're lying about getting fillers or something like that.
Well, I just feel like that one is so
Infuriates
silly because I'm like, why would I lie about that?
I
I'm
know.
like the people that work at like the grocery store down the street have fillers. I'm like, that's not like a
Yeah, it's like we live in
crazy
Los
thing.
Angeles.
I'm like, literally everybody has fillers here. Like, I would have no problem with saying that I had fillers, but I didn't. So
So when people call you a liar, like, oh my god, that
yeah,
infuriates
the mama
me.
bear.
Yeah.
The mama bear is like,
Somebody asked if you got weirded out when fans come up to you in public to say hi.
No, I never get weirded out if fans come up to me in public. I feel like it's so much fun, and I love taking my time and like just chatting with you guys because I feel like it's like it's nice to kind of like sometimes put like a face to a handle or like, you know what I mean, and just having like those personal connections, even if it's for like 2 seconds, just for like a quick photo. I feel like it's just a good time, and I really do feel like my followers were like a community of just like, we all just like support each other, and I really want the best for you guys. And so just being able to like talk to you guys and being like, how are you? Like, how's your day? I feel like it's nice.
Are your eyes real?
My eyes are real.
Yeah, you have really interesting eyes. Like sometimes they change, like they go from
Yeah,
gray
like
to
if I
blue to
wear
green.
green, my eyes are green. If I wear blue, my eyes are blue. Gray, my eyes are gray. they change colors all the time, but
Are you the jealous type?
not like a toxic jealousy.